the bingo, and all else that's going on there. So, anyways, thanks for taking the time to check in there tonight. Do appreciate it there, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Woods Harbor and see Guy. VE1AVX, VE1JBL.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. 7-3 is all. Jim, just a real quick service note. For those that run the Yaesu FT DX101MP, as I do, there's a known problem with your AF audio. Your main audio will go out, and it is known by Yaesu, California. Mine went this morning, and I got to ship my radio back to California to get it fixed. So just a little service note. And anyway, if you do have that problem, please get a hold of Yaesu, and they'll tell you what direction to go in. Very good, Jim. 7-3 all. We'll send it back to you. VE1ABX.
VE1AVX, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Guy. Good on that. And what's the model number in DX101 something?
Yeah, the 101 MP, the 200 watt version. There's the 101D and the 101 Mike Papa, and I got the Mike Papa version. I'm not sure about the D, but anyway, it's a known issue. I was talking to Yaesu there today.
Okay, very good, guys. So good on that. And yeah, if anybody has one of those, then contact Yaesu there and see what needs to be done there. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the information. Thanks for taking time to come in there tonight. Do appreciate it there. And 7-3 for now. Okay, let's get down to Sandy Cove to see John.
Good evening, Jim. V1JVL on the net, V1JS. Not too bad a day here in Sandy Cove. Woke up with fog. We got a few sprinkles of rain. Not enough to say that it really rained. It's just a sprinkle. Right now, it appears the temperature is dropping, and the barometer is going up. So I think that cold front has passed, and it looks like we're going to have a cool night. However, we'll just maybe turn the heat on. That might help. 7-3 for now. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for calling me, and we'll look for you next week. V1JBL and the net, V1JS. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, John. Good on everything, the weather and everything. Yeah, the sun just, the sun's out actually. It was raining and cool here all day. This is the first day I've had to put a sweater on, and out in the garage here, and it rained here and mist and everything all day, dark. And just as I started up the net, just as I was keying up the microphone here, the sun came out, and now I'm looking out here, and it's mostly all blue sky. So now we're supposed to get nice days right through till Thursday, or till, let me see now, 2 more days here. So that would be, what's today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I guess into Saturday here. So we're getting a couple of nice more days here. So, but it is, the temperatures are starting to change. At least the humidity's gone. But anyway, so that's the way it goes for this time of year. Thanks, John, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go see Peter, and he's portable, so I assume you're at the cottage, Peter. VE1WIN, VE1JB.
Good evening, Jim. No, we're still here. Yeah, we'll be here till Monday or Tuesday, anyway. I think. Then we gotta go home. I haven't been home, Jim, since June, so I've been here pretty well the whole summer. Gotta go home and pack my stuff for the Newfoundland trip. But my mom's sister is having a bunch of. She's a retired nurse, and they used to have a get together on the weekend after Labor Day. So they're gonna come up and they're gonna use our cottage. So we're gonna go home for a bit and then get our stuff ready for our trip, and then come back up. So that's the plan anyway. So with that, John, Jim, I'll turn it back over to you, man. Have a good evening.
Yeah, okay, very good, Peter. Good and everything. And yeah, I figured you were at the cottage up there, so good stuff. And take care, and we'll talk to you again there. 7-3 for now. Okay, so we're at the bottom of the list there of the short time and mobile stations, and so what we're going to do now is we're just going to open up for stations around the Maritimes here. And first we'll start with Prince Edward Island. So any stations from Prince Edward Island, even visitors to Prince Edward Island that would like to check into Maritime Fusion, that call sign here is VE1JBL, name is Jim. Stations from PEI, go ahead please.
Victor Yankee 2, Alpha November.
Okay, I got Ricardo in there, VY2AN. Any other stations from Prince Edward Island that would like to check in the net? Go ahead, please. Nothing heard. Ricardo, you're all by yourself there. Come on in, VY2AN, VE1JBL. And how'd you guys make out on the Lighthouse weekend there?
Good evening, Jim, and everybody on net. It was great. Yeah, we had 8 of the POTA activators activating lighthouses, and George GF did a map of all the QSOs, and wow, quite a lot of reach from Australia to Europe to all of North America and some of South. So it was great. It was lots of fun. And this weekend, I ended up going back to Palmier Island to do a park activation, and a beautiful spot. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to visit places around the island and enjoy the great summer weather that we've been having. I hope everybody has a great evening on 73 VY2AN.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ricardo. Good and everything there. Yeah, I know you guys had 8 different lighthouses on the go up there, so that's good, and congratulations to all there. And we had a blast over at Cape Germain there, and really looking forward to it next year there. I think it's going to be a club event there next year here. We wanted to try it out this year and see how it went before we bring everybody out there, but it went over so well that we're going to do it again next year. So and the people at Cape Germain were they were just tickled pink that we were there, and they've already asked us to come back there for sure. So we're going to look forward to it there next year. Anyways, thanks very much for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, that was Prince Edward Island. So let's go first round of Nova Scotia. Stations from Nova Scotia that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, even visitors in Nova Scotia that for the summer that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Call sign here is VE1JBL, name is Jim. Stations from Nova Scotia, come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha Mobile.
Victor Echo 1, Mike Uniform India Mobile.
GU1.
Victor Echo 1, Julie Whiskey 1, JW.
VE1 EPD.
Okay, got 5 stations at a time. I tell you who I have here, and then we'll try it again and see who I missed. I have VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Mike Uniform India, VE1 Golf Uniform Yankee, VE1 Juliet Whiskey, and VE1 Echo Papa Delta. Who did I miss from Nova Scotia?
Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor Mobile.
And I got one more station in there, Kevin Mobile, VE1 KEV, and I'll let you go first, Kevin. I'm not sure where you're at there. Go ahead. Yeah, no, we're good, Jim. You go ahead. Robert, I think, was first. I'm good. Go ahead. Yeah, okay, Kevin, I figured you were just around town there. Actually, who I'm going to call in first, I'm going to call in Eric, VE1JW, because I heard it was his birthday today. So we're going to let him go on the top of the list here. VE1JW, VE1JBL, and happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. 29-year, I don't know, 29th anniversary, 29th birthday or something like that. Getting up there anyway. Yeah, quiet day. We didn't do a whole lot today. Mowed the lawn and did a little bit of packing. We're off to Alberta tomorrow, and Alberta and BC. Going to fly down to Calgary and spend a few days there. Then off to drive over to BC to visit some friends we haven't seen for quite a while. Then back to Calgary for a few more days, and then home. So I'll be gone for a little bit. So I will shut the note off while I'm gone here. I usually unplug it. There's only me and that uses it, and Bill occasionally, so we'll just probably unplug it. I think Bill can get indicateful if he needs to use it. So when he's home, since he's in Spring Hill now anyway, he won't need it for sure. But other than that, we're just kind of going over my list. Any last minute things might need to throw in the suitcase for the early charge in the morning, heading out about 7:30, I guess, for the airport to park the car and catch our flight late morning and try and get out there for supper, maybe. Other than that, just listening along with interest. And thanks for the good wishes, V1JW.
V1JW, V1JB. Okay, very good, Eric. And good on the trip. Yeah, that's a great trip. My goodness, out to Alberta, then drive into BC there. So good stuff. Well, have a great time there for sure. And we'll talk to you again there for sure. And yes, I was going to say, Bill's up here in Spring Hill. I was talking to him today, so there'll be nobody down there on the repeater, so you might as well shut it down there for sure. Anyways, have yourself a great trip there, and we'll talk to you when you get back there. 7-3 for now. Okay, top of the list, VE1 Charlie Alpha. Robert, come on in.
Well, VE1 JBL, VE1 Charlie Alpha Mobile. Just 1 second here. I'll mute my GPS there. Yeah, VE1 Charlie Alpha Mobile here, Jim. Good evening to you and all those on frequency. Just had to go for a little trip there after work and heading on back to Oxford here now. I hope everybody has a great evening in 7-3. VE1 JBL, VE1 CA Mobile.
Yeah, okay, very good, Robert. Good and everything. Are you recording the net tonight, Robert, or not?
Yep, I'm recording it there. It started a couple of minutes late, but I remoted in to get her started there. Yep. So that's running there this evening. 7-3, VE1 Charlie Alpha Mobile. And also looking forward to our meeting that's going to be coming up here soon. 7-3, VE1 Charlie Alpha Mobile.
Yeah, okay, very good, Robert. Yep, good and everything there, and thanks for looking after that for sure there. So 7-3, and have yourself a great evening. VE1 MUI, VE1 JBL, very good evening.
V1 JBL and the Fusion Net, V1 MUI in the mobile. Good evening there, Jim. Everybody on here tonight. Happy birthday to Eric there. Hope you enjoy your trip out west. Just mobile at home, coming through Windsor here on the Glenmont machine. Big truck here has been in Dartmouth at the doctor all week since last Wednesday night. It's been a whole week. Had a fueling issue, and they dug around and finally found an injector that wasn't doing its thing. So they replaced that, and that was at the dealership, and the warranty's still good for a while. So they got it all fixed up, did alignment on it. I had some bushings going in the rear suspension. So almost 500,000 kilometers on this thing. I guess things are going to start to wear. So anyway, we got it all fixed up. Back to the grind tomorrow, and going to make some miles. 7-3. Everybody have a good week. VE1 MUI.
Yeah, okay, very good, Matt. Good and everything there. And I was wondering where you were today there on the trucker. So good stuff, and thanks very much for taking the time to check in there tonight. I do appreciate it there. So 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Clam Harbor. where are we at here, Joe? There's always like 2 or 3 different names you're using there, but I know you're way down in the southern part of Nova Scotia there. VE1GUI, VE1JB.
VE1JBL, VE1GUI. Good evening there, Jim. Good evening to everyone else here on the Fusion Net here tonight. Yes, we're here in Clam Point. They call me a Claminese. Anyway, Clam Point, the most southern part of Nova Scotia, so yeah, between each other, the shelter. But anyway, that's where we are, Clam Point. I guess the point out here, I guess years back, way back, that's when you get a lot of clams. Dig a lot of clams down here on Little Clam Point, so yeah, that's where we are. Anyway, thanks for calling me in. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Now, see, it's all getting dull out here now. I think fog going to shut in onto us, so the rain is gone by, so I don't think we're going to get any more of that. See you later, V1GUI.
Yeah, okay, very good, Joe. Clam Point it is there, so good stuff there. And yeah, the sun came out here just as I started the net here. It had been dark and dreary here all day, but the sun just broke through at 7 o'clock here. And it's lovely out here right now. There's hardly a cloud in the sky here, so it's supposed to be nice for the next couple of days here. So we'll definitely take it at the end of August here. Anyways, thanks very much for coming in and spending the time with us, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go see Edwin, VE1EPD down in West Publico, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL, VE1EPD. Not much to report today, just listening along. In our rain, we just had a little drop, just enough to wet the pavement. Few minutes, and then it cleared off. Sun came out. It's still 20 degrees here, so hopefully it'll cool off a little bit tonight to sleep. VE1GBL, VE1EPD.
Yeah, very good, Evan. Good on everything there. And yeah, I didn't go check my rain gauge. I don't think we got it. Just kind of missed it most of the day here, and there was a little more rain here early this afternoon here. But yeah, I doubt very much there's much in the gauge there. But I'll have a look at it there later on there. Anyways, thanks very much for coming in, spend the time with us, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Amherst. I assume Kevin's around town there someplace. VE1KEV Mobile, VE1JBL.
Yeah, very good evening, Jim. V1JBL, V1KEV Mobile. Yeah, no, we are just in town here. We just dropping off a drink here. Our granddaughter has got a little bit of a fever, so her mom brought her up to the outpatients. I'll see you in a minute. Brought her up to outpatients here. There's another little boy at daycare or something that had pneumonia or something, so anyway, he's going to get her checked out, whatever. So she's been here for a few hours, so anyway, and then maybe I might be able to get an ice cream out of the deal, maybe, which will be okay there, I imagine, a blizzard or something there. Some kind of a treat. Anyway, like you guys were saying, it's a beautiful evening. Sun's finally out here as well, and that's about it, I guess. We'll say good evening to Robert if you're still listening there, and happy birthday to Eric, and safe travels for sure. Out west there, that'll be a nice trip. And thanks for doing that. Thanks for calling us in, Jim. V1JBL, V1KEV Mobile, 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, Kevin, and hopefully the granddaughter's all right. There's probably just to be on the safe side, that's for sure. So I wouldn't panic or anything. There's probably all right. But I was going to ask you how the outpatients is, but I guess she's been there several hours, so I guess nothing has changed there. So, anyways, that's the way it is. Yeah, and yes, get yourself an ice cream after you leave there for sure. So have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. And thanks very much for coming in there. Okay, with that, we've completed the first round from Prince Edward Island and from Nova Scotia. So let's go into New Brunswick and take the first round from the province of New Brunswick. So anybody from New Brunswick, any visitors to New Brunswick that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion, it's your turn here. Come on in.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo, V9 OSK.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV. Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima, V9 PAL. VE9, Foxtrot Whiskey, mobile.
We have VE9 OSK, VE9 Golf Charlie, VE9 MTV, and VE9 PAL. Who did I miss from New Brunswick? And I got Dwayne, VE9 Foxtrot Whiskey Mobile. And since you were mobile, I'll take you first. VE9 FW, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, VE9 Foxtrot Whiskey. Good evening. I was just rolling through Skidoo, your exit, the big truck heading for Halifax. Wasn't sure if it still worked. I knocked the top 2 feet off my antenna on a tree, waiting for a little cart to come to fix that. But if you can hear me, have a good night. Good to listen. 73, VE9 Foxtrot Whiskey.
Yeah, okay, good. No problem, Dwayne. I know you're sounding good. Got you going through Skidoo there and heading off to Halifax, I think you said there. So, no, everything's sounding good and you sound great. So, no problem at all there. Have yourself a great evening and safe travels on your trip there. Okay, let's go into Moncton and see Oscar, VE9 OSK, VE1 JBL. Maybe it should be, I should even bring that down to DF. I think that's where Oscar's at there. VE9 OSK, VE1 JBL.
V1 JBL, V9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Yes, I am in DF. I guess it's the Greater Moncton too at the same time there. No traffic here. I just want to give you a mark for this late, and thanks for doing the net and calling me in. 7-3 to all, and have a good rest of the week. Victor Echo 9 Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Yeah, okay, very good, Oscar. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to check in on it there tonight. There, you're always in here, so thanks very much for taking part. And have yourself a great weekend, or have a great evening. 7-3. Okay, let's go into Notre Dame and see Gordon, VE9 GC, VE1 JBL.
Oh, good evening, Jim. VE1 JBL with the Wednesday Night Fusion Net, VE9 GC. Hello to my neighbors there, Mike and Oscar and Paul and all those that checked in before. I've been sitting back here listening since the net started, so no particular traffic from this location. We had a half-decent day. We had a few things taken care of. It was nice to see some of the gang there this morning at the clubhouse, and got home this afternoon, and the rain decided to come down, so I got out of doing mowing the grass again today. We're gonna have to bring a tractor in pretty soon because it's getting pretty thick in the back. Anyway, pleasant evening here. Now, sun came back out. It's a bit cool, but I guess we can expect that now. So thanks for doing that, Jim. Thanks for calling me in, and we'll look forward to checking in. This is going to sound funny. Next month, VE1 JBL, VE9 GC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gordon. Good on everything there, and yeah, we got to expect to start getting cool now. And like I was saying earlier, this is the first time that actually I've had a sweater on since summer began here. So, anyways, it was just a little cool there today, so I put one on there. Anyways, thanks, Gordon, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go see. Let's go to Irishtown and see Mike. VE9MTV, VE1JBL.
Yeah, Bravo Lima with the Maritime Fusion Net Victor Echo 9 Mike Tango Victor. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to Oscar and Gordon and Paul coming up. And everybody checking in. Yeah, kind of a wet day this morning. Steady, heavy rain there for a while. But seems the sun came out there just a while ago. We're still 18 degrees over here. Yeah, very good. At first there, you dropped out a couple of times when you started the net, but then seems to be working okay now. There were no other problems on my side, or anyways, it's working good now. And I'm on my node now, so I can see whatever is going on. So, yeah, very good, Jim. I sent you the ICS 309 log there. I usually wait till about 5 o'clock sometimes when packets get through the other VBS. They only communicate overnight, so I usually allow quite a bit of time there. So, and I got a contact from Gordon there on WinLink. Check into the EOC 7TA on packet. Very good, Jim. That's about it from here. Don't forget the Moncton Area Amateur Radio Club Flea Market on the 21st of September at 701 Coverdale Road. That's the Lions Club, the regular market location. And the doors open at 8 o'clock for sellers to set up and 9 o'clock for buyers. Admission fee is $5 for everybody, $10 per table. And you can reserve the table ahead of time at all small letters, all in one word. It's a mailbox, MAARC mailbox at gmail.com. MAARC mailbox at gmail.com. That'll get to Gordon and we'll be able to reserve some tables there. So hopefully we'll see a lot of you there. Also, there's the IRG meeting there on the 8th of September in Upper Kings Clear at 22 Module Settlement Road. That's the community center. And meeting starts at 2 p.m. on Sunday, the 8th of September. Back to you, Jim. I'm almost at the end of my time here. 7-3 to all. Have a good net. VE1JBL, VE9MTV.
VE9MTV, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Mike. Good on everything there. And yes, I may be in contact with you guys about getting a table this year. And hopefully I'll be able to get one next to Mike and at the Old Timers Club there, so we can be together there. So I can chit chat back and forth with him there. So I'll let if I do reserve a table there, I'll ask to have a table next to the Old Timers Club, I guess it is there. So because Mike Embry usually looks after that, so I'll try and get a table next to him there. Yeah, I've got all this equipment left over from the Silent Key who passed away here a month or so ago here, and I've got a bunch of it here. So I'm going to have to get a table and see if we can get rid of some of it up at the flea market there. So we'll probably be in touch with somebody soon there for sure. Anyways, thanks, Mike, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening, and 7-3 for now. Let's go see your neighbor, the VE9PAL, VE1JBL. Good evening, Paul.
Yeah, VE1JBL, this is VE9PAL. How you doing there, Jim and Mike and Gordon, everybody else out there? Yeah, no traffic here, buddy. You guys all take care. Have a great week. 7-3, guys.
Yeah, okay, very good. All short and sweet. That's a good way to go there. So, anyways, have yourself a great evening. Thanks very much for taking part in 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, we've completed one round of the Maritime Provinces here. So what we're going to do here is open it up right now for stations outside the Maritimes. Anybody from outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, anybody from anywhere outside the Maritimes, call sign here is VE1JBL. The name here is Jim. So stations from outside the Maritimes. Come on in.
Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, VA 6FP.
Okay, I got Francis in there, VA6FP, Odin, Alberta. Anybody else from outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net? Stations from outside the Maritimes. Come on in. Nothing heard. VA6FP, VE1JBL. Very good evening, Francis. Well, I guess it's still after, well, yeah, 7:30, 6:30, 5:30, 4:30. Still afternoon out there in Wainwright, Alberta. And how's things going?
VL for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA 6FP. Well, good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to everyone listening on the Maritime Net this evening. We're not doing too bad. We finally got a bit of rain, not a whole lot. It was only about I think it was about 3.4 millimeters in the rain gauge this morning, but the showers have returned. Been cloudy mostly all day. Didn't get up all that high, about 15 degrees Celsius, but we'll take that. I much prefer that than what's on the forecast for next week. Next Monday and Tuesday, we're back in the low 30s again. Jeepers, you just can't catch a break. But anyway, hopefully we'll get enough rain showers this evening and maybe into tomorrow if we're lucky. Of course, it's still quite dry out here, but I guess we're not going to change that. Other than that, no other traffic, Jim. Great hearing you in there doing the net. Thanks very much for letting us check in, and hope everybody has a great week ahead. We'll say 7-3 all around. VE1JBL for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA 6FP.
Yeah, okay, good, Francis. Good on everything there and good on the weather. And well, one extreme to the other, Francis, because I'm sure when I was working at the hospital there back in 2000, and I'm going to say 2014, one of the guys from the security where I was working there, they took a trip to see their family out in Calgary, and it seems to me by the time he got out there, they had 3 days of snow. And I remember him telling me that he was shoveling off the deck out there at his son's place in Calgary. I'm sure it was in September. Does that ring a bell with you, Francis?
Well, Jim, put it this way. The Coquihalla Highway last night had snow flurries. The ground was white this morning. It's in the BC portion of it, and over in the Banff area, they had a few flurries as well. So, yes, sir, when September rolls around, you can be ready, or you should be ready for anything. Don't put your snow tires away too far in the back of the garage. That's all I can say. Learn that out here. We'll have to wait and see what happens this year, but when you get into the mountains, anything is possible, and Calgary is close enough being at the foothills, so there you go. That's the way she bounces in the Weather Network. 7-3 from VA 6FP.
Yeah, okay, very good, Francis. Yeah, winter always comes early out there, and then you guys get the early spring while we're still in the winter here. So, but yeah, I remember him going out there, and of course, he was never expecting to have snow out there, but for 3 days it snowed out there on his vacation. He was sure to tell us about it when he got back home, that's for sure. But anyways, that's all part of it. So very good. Thanks, Francis, for coming in as always, and have yourself a great weekend or week, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, we've completed one round of everything here, so let's go into round two. It is 20 minutes to 8 here local time, so let's start with round two, and we'll go back to Prince Edward Island. So anybody from Prince Edward Island, even visitors to Prince Edward Island, because there's still a lot of visitors here from around the world, people from Prince Edward Island, anybody that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net stations from PEI, come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Alpha India Charlie. Sorry, V1AI.
Okay, got Ron on there, VE1AIC. Anybody else? Anybody else from the PEI? This is the second round, so stations from PEI, come on in. I guess you're all by yourself, Ron. VE1AIC, VE1JBL, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and all of that. Beautiful evening on there. On the island, 14 degrees, starting to drop off now. The sun's on its way down. Beautiful sunset off to the west there after this little bit of rain. Not a whole lot, but kind of cool temperatures today, so I guess this is a sign of fall. V1AIC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron. And yeah, it was cloudy and rainy and misty here all day long, and then the sun came out just as I started the net here. The sun came out. It was nice blue sky. Now I'm looking again, I got clouds coming back in again, and some dark-looking clouds here too. So, well, we'll see what happens. See what happens there. But anyways, it's supposed to be very nice here for the next 2 days, so we'll definitely take that. Anyways, thanks, Ron, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go second round of Nova Scotia stations. That would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, even visitors to Nova Scotia that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. This is your time. Second round from Nova Scotia. Go ahead, please.
VE1 Charlie Bravo.
Okay, I got Claude in there, VE1CV. Any other stations? Any other stations from Nova Scotia? Nova Scotia stations only for the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead. Okay, just one station. Claude, VE1CV, VE1JBL. Come on in.
Good evening, Jim. Here today we've had overcast and a bit of rain this morning, and rain stopped. This afternoon cleared off. I had a dental appointment, done that, and came back home, and I've been inside ever since. So not much else going on, or, well, I guess it's given a sunny day tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyway, that's all from me tonight, Jim. Have a good evening. VE1JBL, VE1CV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Claude. Good at everything there, and well, thanks very much for coming in there tonight from Tuscany, Nova Scotia. So good to hear you on there. Have yourself a great evening there. VE1CV, VE1JBL, clear. Okay, that was the only station we got from Nova Scotia in the second round, so let's go into New Brunswick. Second round, stations from New Brunswick that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Anybody from anywhere is in New Brunswick, even visitors to New Brunswick that would like to check in the net there. Stations from New Brunswick only. Come on in.
Hey, Echo Alpha.
VE1 Tango United.
Okay, I got two stations at a time. I got VE9 VEA and VE1 Tango United. Any other stations? Any other stations from New Brunswick? This is the second round. Stations from New Brunswick, come on in. Okay, I thought we'd get Aubrey in there to follow Dennis, but anyways, let's go top of the list. Vern, VE9 VEA, VE1 JBL, come on.
VE1 JBL. Maritime Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on frequency. Well, Jim, we got a nice running net there. We get in there at a half decent time, a little bit late, but we get in, and of course I hooked up, connected with you okay on the first try to check in. That worked good tonight. A lot better than last Friday night on the Triple F net. And MTV, Mike is still listening. Mike, the software crashed on you last Friday night on the check-in on the Triple F net, so that's what happened, Mike. A software crash. And I was too lazy. I couldn't get up because I was too lazy to get and go try to fix it again. I just fixed it and come back in. She crashed just after I got back in. So anyhow, Jim, wonderful stuff when it's working. It's just like a mini split there on the wall. That's the size stacked up and one of the highest nights we had in the house here. And our highest couple of days I think we've had in the house, that's the size stacked up. All of a sudden it starts spewing water out of it, so gotta figure how to get that fixed. Works for the works, but and always the trouble. Trouble is there's a nice expensive Chesterfield piece sitting right under it, and they just soaked that when it acted up the other day, so we got that dried out. I don't want to get it wet again. So we're going to try to get that thing fixed somehow. I haven't got a clue how, but you can't get anybody to service them up here at all. So we'll go from there. Anyhow, Jim, no traffic, and we definitely just coming in to say hello to all fine, upstanding hams, and give you another mark on the board. We'll say 7-3 to all, 80 aces, ladies, especially with even scanner listeners. 7-3, Jim, thanks for doing that. Call me one more time. Putting up with my foolishness one more time. 7-3 all. Bye-bye.
The V9, VEA, VE1, JBL, okay, very good, Vern. Good on everything there, and that's too bad about the heat pumps there, but and the radio. But anyway, sounds like you're getting them fixed up there, so good stuff there. Anyways, thanks very much as always for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Fredericton and see Dennis. VE1 Tango United, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, this is VE1 Tango United. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to all on the net. Well, not too exciting here today. Was grocery day, and VE1 DCL and his wife delivered those around 1 o'clock. And while they were here, they showed my care worker how to prepare a cauliflower with a cheese sauce. We had that for dinner, and as a vegetable, and it turned out very, very nice. And then we went outside later this afternoon. I think it was 28 out there on the deck, and stayed till dinner time, and it was quite nice out there. Won't be too long, I suppose. It'll be getting too cold to sit out there on the deck. I guess that's about it, Jim, from here. So back to you. VE1 JBL, this is VE1 Tango United.
Yeah, okay, very good, Dennis, good and everything. Yeah, well, we had a sweater on here today. It rained, it was misty, dark, and rained here this afternoon here all day. The sun finally came out here at 7 o'clock here, but it was cool here today. Actually, for the first day, I put a sweater on for this year. So, anyways, yeah, it was a little cool there. But, yeah, sounds good up there. 28, we'll take that. And I was going to ask you about Steve. I haven't heard Steve on the air here for quite a while here, but at least he's been around and seeing you there. So, anyways, he must be a busy fellow. So, that's why I haven't heard him on the radio. Anyways, very good, Dennis. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight. Do appreciate it there, and have yourself a great week. 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, we've completed 2 rounds of the Maritime provinces here. So what we're going to do now is just open up for anybody anywheres, inside or outside the Maritimes. Anybody from anywheres. Before we close, I would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. This is your time. Come on in.
VE1 Hotel Alpha Papa, V1 HAP Mobile.
Make 1 Tango Oscar Hotel and make 1 Tango Oscar Hotel.
Yeah, I got 2 stations that time. I got Happy in there, VE1HAP Mobile, and I got an M0TOH. Very good evening, and good to have you on board here. We'll get you in there in a minute. Anybody else from anywhere, inside or outside the Maritimes, I would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Anybody from anywhere, go ahead. Nothing hurts, so go top of the list here, mobile. Happy, very good evening, VE1HAP, VE1JBL, and where are we mobiling tonight?
VE1 JBL and the Fusion Net, VE1 HAP Mobile. Good evening to all on frequency, all on board. We're just on our way back home. We had a supper at Boston Pizza. It's the wife's birthday on Friday, and a lot of things are already booked for on the weekend. So I decided to take her out tonight, and we got a daughter that's home from Kamloops, so she was there, and the youngest. 2 of the boys are still out west, but they phoned while we were there, so it was a good meal, had a good social, and the 2 Janelle and Nick, the kids, they talk to each other once in a while, but not by phone, I guess. So ended up having a good meal and a good talking about school days and their friends and where is this one now, where is that one now. So worked out good. So we're on our way home, and I just thought I'd catch the net before it went for another night. So that's it. We'll say 7 threes. VE1 JBL from VE1 HAP Mobile.
Yeah, okay, very good. Happy, good at everything, and good on the reservations here, of course. Yeah, this time here, if we're still in the summer months here, so reservations are hard to come by, a lot of places there. So anyways, very good on all that. And thanks very much for taking the time to come in on your way home there, and safe travels the rest of the way back there. So 7-3 for now. Okay, I've got an M0TOH here on QRZ. Mitch, I have you in here from Johnstone, Scotland. Looking at your QRZ page here, it's a couple of nice vehicles in the yard there. So come on in and give us a transmission there. M0TOH from Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. The name here is Jim. And we're located in a small place called Tignish Bridge in Nova Scotia. M0TOH, VE1JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, Mike 0 Tango Oscar Mattel returning to the group. Thanks very much for the QSO. Rainy day here today in the west of Scotland, so just before we head off to bed, I thought I would check the settings on a new radio. So I just acquired the YESO 991A. So this is the first time I put the settings in for Fusion, and so far it seems to be working quite well. Listening into the net tonight, so it's been very enjoyable. So thanks for that opportunity. Talk to you again at some point, but it's nearly bedtime for me, so 73s, and good luck to everybody else on the net. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mitch. Well, I appreciate you coming in there tonight there. Yes, you're 4 hours ahead of us there, so just about midnight there, and good on everything there. Well, I appreciate you coming in there, and yes, you're connected to the Maritime, CQ Maritimes room. And actually, you're being heard in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island. All 3 maritime provinces are linked up. This room is linked up all the time here, so you're being heard in all 3 maritime provinces here. So Great to have you on board there tonight. Hopefully you'll be able to check in with us more often there for sure. So 7-3, and thanks again for coming in. Okay, with that, we're again looking for any late check-ins before we close the net. Any other late check-ins before we close the net here? This is VE1JBL. Go ahead, please. Okay, nothing heard. We're going to make this the last call. We're coming up to 8 o'clock here, so 3 minutes to 8 here local time. So let's make this the last call. This will be the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net for the last week of August here. So next week we'll be in the first week of September, and Mike, V9MTV, will be doing the bilingual net there next Wednesday night there. So again, this is the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net for the last net of August. Last call. Come on in.
So Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-ray, V1ZX.
Okay, I got Brad on there, VE1ZX. Anybody else? Last call. Anybody else for the Maritime Fusion Net? Last call. Well, Brad, I guess you're going to put a bow on it tonight there. VE1 Zulu X-ray down in Two Islands. VE1 JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-ray. Very good evening, Jim. Very good evening to everybody on frequency here. Thanks for checking me in, and have a good rest of the week. Looks like maybe the long weekend might be half decent, so we should be good. Thanks again. V1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-ray.
Yeah, okay, very good, Brad. Good at everything there, and as soon as I'm done here, I'll probably go in and watch the Blue Jays and see how they make out there tonight. They've been playing better lately, but they got beat there last night. But we'll see how they do tonight there. Anyways, thanks, Brad, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, we're going to close the net here at almost 1 minute to 8 here. We had 26 check-ins tonight, 26, and we want to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight. Of course, it's still summertime here, so summers are short. People got lots of things to do besides being on the radio. We got all winter to be on radio. So 26 check-ins is pretty good. We also want to thank the owners of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at www.MikeAlphaAlphaRomeoCharlie.ca. That's MikeAlphaAlphaRomeoCharlie.ca, and click on Club Activities/Nets. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritime Room is now open for general use. This is VE1JBL. Name here is Jim, in Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia, saying 73 and good night all.
VE1 DSVA1 RLL. VE1 DSS VA1 RLL.
Anyone out tonight? Over. Hello, over. Hello, V1 AMH, over.